Hey, it's Linda Bamber, the inventor of WAVwatch, and I just wanted to show you a few more things with the WAVwatch. This is the most important screen that people need to know about, and I have printed a fairly good little quick start guide so that you can see how to use it. But once in a while, people will press so many buttons, they get so deep. There's a lot of bells and whistles on this, and really all we need to do is figure out a self-care idea you would like to use, press the buttons to get to this screen, and you will hear a little bit of a buzzing sound, kind of like an insect sound, a bee buzz. I don't know if you can hear this one right here. And we don't want it to be blowing you away. So obviously the instructions tell you to set it on about 4. Just a very short little buzzing sound is all you need. So you can swipe across and then you'll see this one. Now what is getting people confused a little bit is that there are 3 different ways to set the WAVwatch so that it will repeat. So this is in the lower left-hand corner. That's one way to set it. There are 3 different symbols, and if they happen to bump it or change it, they may not get it to play like they want. So some of the requests are, how do I get it to play? So if you have a folder, and my suggestion would be the Cancer Pathogens folder, the Weight Loss folder, the Lyme Disease folder, and the Detox folder. Those 4 folders are all made, and I think that you should play them from start to finish. So you select one of those major categories and then start at the very top, the first selection. So if we're using the Cancer Pathogens folder as an example, the very first one would be aflatoxins. So you can set your computer, you can set your watch so that it shows up, and you will see aflatoxins as the very first choice. So once you touch that highlighted yellow and the first one, the top one, then you will come to this most important screen. Now I would like you to play all 25 of those ideas in that folder. And so to do that, you set the bottom left-hand corner with double arrows. So right now, I don't know if you can see that mine has a number 1 with arrows around it. We're looking to tap it so that it shows double arrows. So that is very plain that the double arrows are right there. When you have the double arrows set in any folder, it will play from start to finish. So these are all 8-minute folders or 8-minute files. And so it will play 25 different files, just going from one to the other, right after the other. Now, another way to set the same thing is to go over to the hamburger symbol that's in the lower right-hand corner. And you can see there that it does say home, it does say repeat, and you would tap on the repeat. And so then it would allow you to make the same selections. You could repeat a single play. You could repeat one over and over again, or you can repeat all files in the folder. So 2 ways to do almost everything. So it's very important to make sure that you are understanding that. So a couple of people have gotten frustrated because they said it shuts off. Well, that's because they don't have the double arrow set. They have it set to to play for 8 minutes and stop. So several different ways to do it, but it makes it really easy. Now, the other thing that I think I've had some trouble with people doing is getting a little bit too fancy. Somehow they're touching and touching and touching, and they're going to set it for a so that it has the a password. And if you get it stuck on password at some time, put in 0000 and back it out of there. And then when you see that, it's under settings. So we could go back really quickly, and we're going to go back, or I could have gone to home, but we're going to swipe across the screen and then right down here on settings. Now, plain as day, it says modify password. And so you're going, or password switch. I already said the wrong thing. We want password switch. And what those people have done somehow is inadvertently set it so that it does have a password switch. And you want the password switch off. If you've clicked it somehow and it says password switch on, then it's going to ask you for a password all the time. So, you can get so far in here because there's a lot of little fancy things to do. But mostly just make it simple. Select a particular frequency you're interested in. Set it so that it repeats a couple times, or it repeats everything in that folder. And again, the ones I suggest that you would repeat would be the Cancer Pathogens folder, the Detox folder. You don't want to just pick one folder from start to finish and pick something out of it. You want to play all of them. The other ones would be Lyme disease, and then the weight loss formula. You don't want to pick just one idea for weight loss. You want to play them all as a unit. So pick these, set it correctly so that you have the double arrows at the bottom. Or if you just want to play one idea a couple times, then make it the square with the arrows looping around it. Easy enough to do. And then wear it for that set amount of time. Thanks.